Wow, go on YouTube. What's good, guys? I'm happy to check in with you guys again today. I hope you guys are having a wonderful and a blissful day, man. So today, I want us to talk about why you get attacked the more you go on semen retention. The more days you retain, the higher the level of attack you get in this life. Now, I would want to ask you guys one question. I would want you to remember the types of issues you were going through before you started retaining your semen. I would want you to remember the level of difficulties you were experiencing in life before you got on semen retention. If you look closely, you are going to notice that your life has become quite harder after you started retaining. It's like people are praying for your demise. It's like people are working, all their efforts. Anywhere you go, regardless of whether these people know you or not, whether these people have spoken to you before or not, it seems like all their effort is focused on bringing you down. Now, have you ever asked yourself why? Why did nobody really seem to pay so much attention to you back then when you were releasing your seed constantly? Why now? Why are you getting so much attention now? Be it positive or negative, and mostly negative. Because what I've come to find out in the world is that a lot of people would rather be negative than be positive, because being positive requires effort. Being positive requires change. And if there is one thing we all know about human nature, is the fact that we hate change. We would rather like to stay in our suffering than to change our ways, because it is easier and it is what we already know. It is very comfortable. And now, you who have been on semen retention for quite a while have been able to undergo this change. You looked at yourself in the mirror and you said, today is the day that I no longer remain the same person. Today is the day that I no longer remain being negative. Today is the day that I decide to change the direction of my life. And that tends to offend people somehow. Now, I think the number one reason is because our society nowadays have become very sexualized. Your sexuality is used in the promotion of products. For example, the skincare company, the makeup company, they are playing on our sexuality as men. When they produce makeup, they have an intent. The intent is on us men to give more into our sexual pleasures by women buying makeup, making themselves up, upgrading themselves. There's a reason why it's called makeup. They upgrade themselves from what they are not. They are easily, how do you say, man? Instead of putting in the work to change, they just get a makeup and make it over. They make up for what they lack. That is what makeup is for. And that makeup is usually very attractive to men. Whenever you see a woman who has a red painted lips, unconsciously, subconsciously, it triggers an emotion in you. You find her a little bit more attractive than you would if she was not with the makeup. So what I've come to find out is the fact that we as men, we are being targeted. They do not want men to realize their power, because they understand the fact that if every man decides to get on semen retention, number one, the industry is going to collapse. Number two, there is going to be change, because look, you who is retaining personally know the amount of change you've done on yourself just because you got on semen retention. You know how much semen retention has forced you to be able to go out there, go to the gym, work out, go chase money, and demand some change in your life. Now imagine 99% of men are doing this. So I think there is a reason why porn is free. There is a reason why it is being promoted. There is a reason why corn is free. There is a reason why it's promoted. There is a reason why you can find it easily anywhere you go on the internet. Matter of fact, everything on the internet nowadays is being sexualized. Everything is being sexualized. And you, who is a symbol of change, who is a symbol of how the society should be, would be hated because look, everybody is just so blinded by their lust, both men and both women. And there goes you, who has decided that look, I am not going to be giving into my lower natures anymore because I understand the fact that it is only a temporary high for me. It is never going to benefit me in the future. And when people come across somebody like that, they hate this person because this person is reminding them of what they should truly be. You know, one thing is with us humans, we truly know the truth deep down. Although we might try to delude ourselves, we might try to lie at ourselves, but when we see the truth, it resonates deep down with us. And people hate you for that. People hate you for being a reflection of them. For being a reflection of the truth, people are going to hate you for that. Recently, I just got fired from work. Just yesterday, I got a call that I'm no longer allowed to come back to work. And this is a work that I started newly because I've been getting fired consistently, man. And you know the reason for it, man. It is because my bosses feel threatened by me anywhere I go, especially the men. The women do tend to love me, but the men, you know, due to the women loving me, they hate the fact that anywhere I go, the women are always giving me the attention, you know. Women are always talking about me behind my back, and it's usually positive things, you know. So he fired me. And what was his excuse? He was like, I don't follow rules. And then when I asked him to explain, he was like, he couldn't say anything, man. Do you understand? So I got fired. It's a new job and it's a probation time. I think it's 6 months, the first 6 months. Bro, I go there, I do my work, man, and I go home, bro. I'm trying to stay. The more low-key you try to stay on this journey, the more you'll be seen. Look, there's no hiding yourself on this journey, bro. You're going to stick out like a sore thumb everywhere you go. Because not a lot of men are doing this, man. It's just 1% of men in the whole world that are doing this. Trust me, in your area, you could possibly be the only person who is retaining your semen. Shoot, if I might even exaggerate it, man, your whole state, you might be the only person who is retaining his semen. Society understands the fact that men are the pillars of society. Everything you see that was built today was built by men. And that is why they are promoting all this feminism, promoting men becoming women, you know, men losing their masculinity because they are only eliminating the danger that is going to stand up against them because they understand the fact that if every man should start retaining their semen today, there's going to definitely be a change in the way society operates. The only reason why we are having a failing society today is because we are having failing masculinity. The moment masculinity is restored, society is going to be restored to normal. You see weak men going out there doing school shootings. You see, all this is as a result of people, especially men, giving into their emotions. As a man, you should be in control of your emotions, and that is what semen retention is going to teach you. But due to the fact that corn is being promoted, men are losing their masculinity. So you are the one in the forefront of this war. Let me just tell you that, man. So expect to to get all the heat coming from society. Anywhere you go, man, look, I can't even lie anymore, man. Anywhere I go, man, my presence is just different, and everybody can feel it, and everybody reacts to it in a different way, and mostly it's going to be in a hostile way, especially coming from other men. Some women too will hate you, and those of them that like you, other men can see that they like you, and that is going to make them jealous. Those men are going to want to make you to lose your job. Those men are going to want to get you in trouble. You are going to be attacked so much on this journey. I don't even know what to do again, man. Look, it's like I can't keep a job. I can't even lie to you, man. I can't even count the number of jobs I've changed within 6 months. Simply for the fact that these people are threatened by my presence. Like, bro, I don't even know how to think of it, man. How am I the negative one and all of you are the positive one? You know, I try to spread positivity, you know. People like to be around me. I think that's also another reason, man, because anywhere I go, man, people are always flocking to wherever I am, and the bosses don't seem to like that. In school, my teachers basically ignore me, man, and every other person is being asked questions, and whenever I raise my hand, bro, I would have to raise my hand for more than 4-5 times before I even get called once. It's like they're ignoring me intentionally just to get a reaction out of me. Also, I could sense that they are scared of my presence, you know, because they barely look me in the eyes and all that. Now imagine, and you people who are on this journey, I know you can relate to what I'm saying right now. Now imagine that 99% of men in the world get on this journey, man. Can you imagine the change that is going to happen? If only you on this journey can be causing this much, would I say trouble wherever you go, this much chaos wherever you go. Now imagine that 99% of the men in this world are aware of this journey, and then they tend to practice it and keep to it, man. Imagine what is going to happen. There is a big problem in this world, man. I can't even lie. There is a big problem that has to be sorted out before we can move forward, and that has to deal with us men realizing our power. That has to deal with us men going back to our roots and finding what makes us really men, you know. There is no masculinity in the world again, bro. So anybody who portrays any masculine traits, you are going to be fought against. You are going to be hated, man. You are going to be attacked so much. But guys, you cannot give up on this journey, man, because you are the change of society. You are the change that people don't even know they need. There are lack of fathers in families. Why is that? Because men have been trained recently to how do you say, man, to not take up responsibilities anymore. Men are being asked to behave like women, bro. I'm not saying behaving like a woman is a bad thing. I mean, if that is your nature, you know, if that is how you are born, maybe, how do you say, man, your genetics and all that, yeah, I mean, you know, you're allowed. But for the fact that they are now intentionally pushing it on kids, that should tell you something, man. That should tell you something. This is more of like a rant, man, because I received the call yesterday, and the person who got the job for me was like, they do not want me there anymore. And I was like, why? And she gave me some flimsy reason, man, and I knew what it was already. So I didn't even fight it, man. Look, wherever I get fired now, I don't even ask why anymore, because I know why. Because I understand the fact that me personally, I go there, I do my job, I'm not looking for nobody's trouble, you know. I greet, I smile to everybody. but it's just your presence, man. You have to understand this. You do not, on this journey, you don't have to really do something for them to say you did something. You've already done something by being on semen retention. You're already irritating their spirits, because these people, they do things in their rooms that they are not proud of. And when they see you, man, they see somebody who is keeping up with their integrity, somebody who has a lot of respect for themselves, which they do not have for themselves. So why do you have so much respect for yourself and I do not? They don't see it as they see it as you causing that feeling on them. Which is true, I understand, man, because I've also been a coma once, and I had some people around me who evoked such feelings in me, so I understand the hate, you know. But my problem now is, can we spread more information about this so it kind of becomes the normal, instead of you being the abnormal and them being the normal? I want us retainers to become the normal, and people who are not retaining, then that should be the abnormal. But the world is just backwards nowadays, man. It's just backwards. I can't even say anything, man. I'm tired, bro. I'm tired. So, if you're new to my channel, man, just please subscribe. You know, I need my message to get to like a lot of people, bro. I need my message to spread across the world. Also, share this video, man. Share this video to your friends and your families, bro. I'm just tired of having to defend myself everywhere I go now, or having to act in a certain way so I'm not seen as a threat, man. But there's no way you're going to act and you avoid it, man, because look, the moment you enter that place, bro, what I'm saying is not seen by the eyes, it is felt by your presence. That's what you have to understand on semen retention. It is a spiritual journey, it's not a physical, it's not something. And that is why a lot of people cannot do it, man. Because number one, it is a very hard thing to do, to tame your sexual energy. Sexual energy is the reason why you're here in the first place. That's what you have to understand. It's a very powerful energy. And a lot of people are suffering because of it. People lose their jobs because of it, man. And there goes you, who has himself under his control. You are powerful, and people hate powerful people because they are a threat to them. You are a threat to them. That is not your intention for being on this journey. Your intention is to upgrade your life and change the way your life was. But in changing your life, you are going to also notice that a lot of people are not willing to do that, and you are a threat to them. Guys, I'm going to see my other videos, man. Bye.